Hey there, welcome to Mammy's Kitchen, everyone. So today I am doing a fried corn on the cob. If you have not had it, oh, you gotta try it. It's so good. So I've gone ahead and I have taken all the silk off of my corn. I'm just cooking this for myself tonight, so I'm only making one small ear of it. But of course you can make as many as you like. Make sure you get all the silk off the corn. We don't want to bite into it and there's silk there. I've also got me some flour. You can use any kind of flour you have, whether it's rice flour or white flour. Today I'm using just an all-purpose flour here. And then in here I have put in 2 eggs. You can use 2 or 3, whatever you've got, and some whole milk. We're just going to give that a quick stir. Make sure all of your eggs are nice and incorporated. And then I usually use panko for my dry ingredients, but today I don't have any. So we're going to do a little experimenting with some crushed saltine crackers. I just crushed them up and put them there in my small container. And I've also got me some seasoning over here, which I will put on. You can put whatever you choose. Mine is a little bit of paprika, some seasoning salt, salt and pepper, a little garlic salt. We're also going to use a Parmesan cheese. You can use real, dry, whatever you've got in the refrigerator works. And I've got about 1/4 cup of sour cream here. That's going to be for dipping. We got salt and pepper. I've also got some fresh green onions here that I'm going to cut up and put on this. So the first thing we're going to do, once we get this all mixed up really well, it's very simple. There's nothing to it. There, it looks good. I'm going to go ahead and put on some gloves. You don't have to wear gloves. I just do it so that, you know, you don't have to dig the flour out of your nails after you're done. But I'm just going to put these gloves on, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to drench. You want to make sure you get all the flour all over this, really nice coated and thick. Okay, nice coat flour there. Make sure it's all incorporated all over the corn. I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to dip it right up in that egg mixture. Make sure it's all coated. And then we're going to go into the panko or cracker crumbs. I'm just going to roll that, making sure that it gets all over the corn. If you haven't had these, you should really try them. They're absolutely delicious. Your family will love them. If you like corn on the cob, you'll like this. And you can flavor it up with any type of spice or flavor that you like. Some people like it spicy with a little bit of hot sauce and paprika, you know. Others like it just simple with just the salt and pepper and the panko. This is going to give it a crunch though. Give it that little bit of crunch. Now you can double dip it and you can put it back in here and do it again. But I don't want that extra breading on it. So I'm just going to go like this. And as you can see, that's pretty good. Now in we go again. The flour mixture. Coating that really nicely. Making sure that we get it all covered. Ever had fried corn? Comment down below and let me know how you had it and how you liked it. And hey, if you like this video and you'd like to see more videos, little videos like this, learning how to prep up different types of food and unique things, go ahead and give me a like and a subscribe, a thumbs up, and hey, share this. Share it with others. Share it with the whole world. If you think that this is useful and, you know, you could benefit from more videos like this and you really like this recipe, Like I said, give me a thumbs up. It takes 2 seconds. Thank you so much. All right. So I would say that looks pretty good. Okay. I'm going to give you a close shot up there. See how that's all covered. Now, we're going to get our oil up to temperature. And we want to make sure that that is at a 365 degrees before we actually drop these, because you don't want to drop them and leave them in too long. It'll make the corn mushy. So we want to make sure the temperature is right at what we want it to be. So we'll be back. All right, folks, and we're also going to take our seasoning here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to coat that. You can do that even before, if you wanted to do it before and get it in, you know, on all up all over your corn on the cob. I can't figure out what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, you want to make sure you get your seasoning on there and not coated before you cook it, so it can soak into your corn and, you know, really get a nice flavor there. All right, and we're going to get that oil heated up, and then I'm going to show you a little trick on how to know that your oil is ready to go. All right. Okay, folks, so you can use anything you want. I'm using my commercial fryer today. You can use a Fry Daddy. You can use just a regular pot on the stove with oil. You just want to make sure that the oil is deep enough that you can immerse the item that you're dropping into it to deep fat fry. And we're going to see if our oil is ready. Here I have just a little bit of flour, and I'm just going to take just a pinch. Now the idea is when you drop this flour, if it sizzles and disappears and sizzles, it's ready. If it starts sinking to the bottom, we need to let the oil heat a little bit more. It's really important that you get your oil up to the proper temperature, because you don't want greasy food, and it will, if your oil's not hot enough, it will just absorb that oil into your food and make it really greasy and heavy and a terrible texture and flavor. So let's see what we got. All right, here we go. All right, see that? It's sizzling right away. It's not sinking really to the bottom. That oil is ready to go. And with that being said, we're going to put our basket back over here. And I've got my corn on the cobs right here, which I'm going to gently drop them in. If you're dropping these straight into oil, be very careful. Do it very slowly and easy. You do not want to get splattered. This oil is super hot and can really cause some serious burns. So take your time. All right. Another way to test your oil is just to go ahead and put a temp in it and make sure it's at 365. That's usually the average temperature for deep fat frying. You want it to be about 365. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and drop these. We're going to drop these down until they're golden brown. They're floating, and it's probably going to be roughly 4 to 6 minutes. These. Don't be afraid. The corn will start popping a bit once it starts to cook. Now let's talk real quick. Don't go in and bother them. Just let them fry, because if you go in and bother them, all that beautiful work that you just did, whoa, is going to fall off. So just go ahead and let them fry. And be careful, because this corn is popping. All right, these are starting to float, so I'm just going to go ahead and lift them up. You don't want to overcook them. They'll get mushy. Oh yeah, okay, see that? These are done. Get a real close up there. You can see how things are golden brown. And look at that, they look delicious. So we're gonna make some sauce to dip them in. So we've got this 1/4 cup of sour cream that I was telling you about. And we're just gonna add some, I have Parmesan, Romaine, Django dried in a container. I usually use fresh, but you can try this. It should work just as well. We've got some paprika here that I'm going to also add to that. A little paprika. And I would put in as much as you really like. If you want a different type of kick, like say a little hot sauce, you can definitely add yourself some hot sauce to this, whatever you like. I'm just eyeballing this. I'm just going to put in about, oh, I don't know, maybe an eighth of a cup, 3 tablespoons or so of this Parmesan cheese, and we're just going to give that a good mix, and you know how to mix. All right, now I'm just going to go in with a little pinch of some smoked paprika, and I've got here my seasoning. I just want to use that up a little. And you don't have to do this. It's totally up to you what you want to put on it, the flavor you might like. And I'm also going to add some fresh green onions that I had from the garden. You can put them on. You can put chives on. You can put fresh parsley. I also added a little bit of onion to my sauce. And we're going to go ahead and dip these and see how they taste. It's going to go ahead and dip and put a little bit of that sour cream mixture that we made. Let's go in. Goodness, y'all, these were absolutely delicious. I devoured them. I would definitely recommend this recipe. Though I would use panko, I think the panko holds on and it gives it a better appearance as far as when they're done. But either or, they were, even the saltine crackers, they were absolutely delicious. They were crunchy. They were juicy and sweet on the inside, salty on the outside, and they're just really good. If you like this video, give me a like, a thumbs up, a share, and we will see you in the next one.